Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Laura at Hyperstamper. I can't even tell you how excited I am to show you this journal today. This was inspired by a video that a client friend sent to me. She loved it and wanted to know if I could do something similar. I'm going to put the link to her video below so that you can see where this was inspired from, and so I can also give her credit for this. Sorry, I forget her name at the moment. But hers was also a toy store front, and the only difference is what I did is I always stay true to total vintage and antique ephemera. So for this one, I used an antique book as the base. It's actually 8 by 8.5, so it's a really good size. And then I used this antique photo album, which is quite, as you can see, quite dilapidated. But as you can see, I took one of these pages here and I cut it down because it was quite damaged and unrepairable. And I made these windows. I added some acetate to there, as you can see, for the window front. And I don't know if you can see, but I popped up, these are from this is background there is from a 1923 antique book, and this little teddy bear and this little girl from a different children's book, also from the 20s, 1923 as well. So I love it. I love the gold from the original page. I also cut a piece up here to make the top of the store. I got this vintage trim here, which I just think is perfect. And I added to the side here just some vintage and antique little toys. And I know the woman who has asked me to make her this journal will add her own toys here, so I added some extra threads there. So let me show you the inside. I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite covers of all time. So inside I've got the original first pages of the book. I love these burn marks here. It's likely because it was near a fireplace at the time. And then I love this, Better Than Play for toys. She wanted lots of toy themes in here, so there's as much as I could possibly. I've been collecting for about a month and a half for this. So bubbles were a huge thing at late 1800s and the first two decades of the 1900s. They were fascinating to children, so that was a fun bubble making pipe toys there. This here is so cool. Look at this. This is about 125 years old, this little piece here, and it's a little boy on his rocking horse. So that is probably Victorian Edwardian, right on the cusp there. This is a children's book page here with lots of a story about the toys there. She can journal on the back of that. This is a wonderful antique page here from the 20s as well, and this is an attractive playroom, which actually I think that's an amazing playroom. And then this sweet little page here from a vintage children's book. We've got the building blocks, the pull toy there, and some paints and a paintbrush for the kids. Isn't that great? I've left her lots of blank pages here to add her own wonderful things. Here's another little toy, 1923 Children's Garden of Verses. Little girl with the pull toy. Pull toys were a very big deal. Another game here for kids is a Flinch, 1938 Flinch card, and I really like this. Your Dolls and Mine, How to Make Your Own Dolls. Isn't that great? And that is from an antique doll book as well. And then this one here from about, I believe this one's 1911. We've got the little hoops with the stick that children used to play, and then this girl has a skipping rope. And then teddy bears. So lots of fun toys there as well. This is actually from a 1904 English garden book, and I just used that because the pages were nice and big. This is wonderful, 1923, a Stickum book, and it says it's lots of fun to shop in a toy store. Like, how perfect is that? And you can see where the little kids cut everything out. You can even see some crayon marks here. It was a well-loved book. And this is a fabulous I want to say it's 1940s. Sorry, I'm having a hard time opening it. I'm so excited. We've got the little toys here for children, and then just some really great ads as well on both sides. So that's kind of cool. Made that pocket here for that. Let me just put it in like this for now. And then this is another how to make it. It is a toy making page, also from the 20s, how to make this pull toy monkey where his arms and legs flap up and down, and the same with this one here. I had so much fun looking for toy things. It was just awesome. Now under here, Lavender and Old Days, that's from the early 1900s. There's a vintage EduCard, educational card. W for wagon. Isn't that great? And then this here is from a lovely 1920s children's book. Look at that. This little girl looking in a toy store window. Oh my gosh, I just love this so much. I'm going to have a hard time giving this away. Have to have a vintage bingo card because that was a popular toy. And here is more toys from the early 1900s here. Marionettes. The more well-to-do families would often have very elaborate puppet theaters. Now this is fabulous. 1927. These are all kinds of toys from the Eaton's catalog from 1927. Look at these. I mean, we still have many of these things today. Tinker toys. We've got bow and arrow kites. I love this. A little toy air gun. Oh, it's just so much fun. So I just left that. I didn't touch it. I just want her to be able to enjoy it. Little puppet there. This is fantastic. Also from 1911, from a book called Little Darlings. And this is the original plate and the original paper that the plate was on. And of course, kites, also a really popular toy in the early 1900s. Here's I want to say 1950s, building blocks here. And another little toy boat down here. I had to have some kind of crochet and lace in here, so I've added that. And an antique ledger page, which I just love all that. So let's pretend it's from a toy store. Here's another 1927 catalog page, favorite outdoor toys. There was only the 2 pages in this whole catalog, but I've gifted them both to this beautiful journal. Here's another one of these beautiful plates from the same book, also in its original backing here. And just a stunning little image of a girl with her toy teddy bear and his toy boat. Isn't that wonderful? I love this here, little toy soldier. And then this little girl has her little paper doll. And that's very special to this woman. Gets this journal. And then in here, she's going to go crazy because she loves paper dolls. I got these from the Connie Francis paper doll kit. And so these are from the 40s or 50s. I believe 50s, if I'm right. It's one of those. Anyways, we're tucking those in there. She's going to be very excited. And this little sweet 1920s. Look at how cute that little baby is there. Little Mary Jane, I am a little doll. Oh my gosh, so cute. This is a vintage 1960s Raggedy Ann children's book page. And Raggedy Ann playing with all the other little doll toys down here. I love it. Another one here from 1927 in the nursery. All these children playing with their little toys as well. Remember these, the grocery store, the little mechanical horses? And not that I was born in the 20s, but never mind. Love this one. The horse on a stick. I forget what you call that. Yeah, horse on a stick. And then look at this one here from 1920s. My Doll and I. Look at this little girl. Just too precious. Another one here. The kids all working on their toys and fixing their toys up. Pearl Shop Receipt. I know if you follow me, you've seen these a million times, but she sells dry goods, notions, and toys. So had to be in here. Here's one from the baby page from that same catalog. We've got the carriages and wagons. A quintessential antique toy. And that's the opposite side. I couldn't cover it. It's just fabulous. Lamps and swags and holy Hannah. Just awesome stuff. More children's book pages there. Another vintage children's book here with a puppet stage. More toys up here. Oh my goodness, this is an antique book page here. A little child playing with all their toys on the bed. Looks like maybe they're not feeling well. Who didn't do that right as a kid? And then we've got this old 1920s Raggedy Ann page. Look at that. It's fabulous. I love it. And just this really fun postcard. It's not toys, but it's cool. And it's written to what I think is a child to her mother. So I thought that was really sweet. More Raggedy Ann there. This is from the 1890s. A great little gentleman here giving a little crying girl a doll. Here is another toy making page, and this is for a bird house. Isn't that great? And this is a toy that is from the 1920s as well. It is a game for children, and you match the numbers with the cards. And so I've added the 16 here and here. So that's kind of cool and original and probably a little valuable. Another little child here playing with their toys. Another one here. And then this is from 1895. So this is Victorian. And we've got some toys here. Look at this little bicycle here. We've got some fashion, some old boots. I just love it. So that's a very historic piece there that she will enjoy. And this is a plate from the oh my gosh, I want to say the 30s. It's actually got some value. I got this on the East Coast, and a little boy playing with a ball. It looks like he took a little flip because his shoes are not tied. So yes, a ball toy. And this is a little fella here playing with his little sister with a puppet and the toys on the shelf and the books. Oh, it's just fabulous. I love it so much. And the last one here again is another one of these wonderful hoop and stick games. So I hope she loves it as much as I loved making it. If you have any special ideas for journals, please email me below, and come back soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.